Good news, everybody! Today is Remembering Futurama. Bender gets made. One of the episodes of Season 2, actually episode 17 of Season 2 of Futurama. And is there audio? That would be a great question to find out. Yes, there is audio. Terrific. John Araki, Qapla, John Araki, and Trey Hanks, and Rambling Canuck. Rambling Canuck did his second live stream ever earlier today. It's on his channel. Check it out. I was there. Richie Poole says, hey everyone. Josh Street says, bed life with the Bird Father and the Donbot. Yes, the Donbot might have been one of the reasons I chose this episode of Futurama to start off what I hope to be another series ongoing on this channel, Remembering Futurama. And I'm not doing this one in order because, like Deep Space Nine, there are just way too many Futurama episodes to go in order. And I purposely chose a average. This was, I figured, an average episode of Futurama to get us started, to see how it goes, because there are so many excellent episodes. There are so many good episodes. There are so many average episodes, but even the average episodes of Futurama are excellent, excellent television. John Araki with a $1 super chat. Thank you so much, John Araki. The support is very much appreciated. That every little bit will help keep me going, help keep the channel going, and all those types of things. All the good stuff. Trey Hanks, he's on the road to 1,000 subscribers. Yes, you are. Everyone here is on the road to 1,000. I'm on the road. I've been on the road. Okay, so I went past the exit a little bit, but you know what? I'm still on that road. I still don't really believe it, to be completely honest. John Araki says, keep grinding, Trey. Trey says, thanks. Josh Street says, I'm starting to think just like Fry Bird might be his own grandfather. No, that is awful thing. I am not my own grandfather, but I guess technically it can't be ruled out. I don't know, but no, I'd bet I'm not. I would bet I'm not. I know who might. It can be ruled out. Well, yeah, but Mom, I don't know. Did you see that Futurama episode?
Yes.
Okay, well, I'm sorry. I was going to say, I mean, it's not that Fry didn't think he had a grandfather. It just turned out to be something different. Josh Street says, I'm starting to think Fry might... Yeah, okay, I read that. John Araki says, it's more like a 74-cent super chat. Yeah, that's true, John. Actually, yeah, I guess if YouTube is taking 30 cents off the top, it's closer to 70 cents. 70 cents. But thank you very much. 74 more cents than I had before you did it. And 74 more cents than I would have had anyway today, so. Because it's not like I'm going out there picking up quarters. Or even pennies. So here's the thought. I'm going to start off, because the Futurama episodes, it's less than a 24-minute episode. I'm going to do what I did last time. I'm going to play it in the background. You guys are going to get still pictures every few seconds, whereas I'm going to watch the actual episode. If you guys want to watch along, and I do encourage you to do so, Futurama is available on Hulu. If you have a Hulu subscription, you can get it. And we're going again to Season 2, Episode 17, Bender Gets Made. And of course, if you have it on DVD or some other means, then by all means load it on up and give you guys a second to get there. Trey says it's on Netflix too. Awesome. I didn't notice it was on Netflix, but that's great. Okay, perfect. So, and yes, do please remember to go to live chat instead of top chat, so you get all of the chat messages. Let me do that myself. Actually, I've got to do that both on the web browser and I have to do it on the tablet, because once I start watching the episode, I will only have the tablet. Richie Poole, Trey Hanks says, I'll subscribe to anyone who subscribes to me. I'll subscribe back. And that's a very nice offer to make, Trey. And Richie Poole says, Bird is on the way to 10 million subscribers. Thank you. Thank you, Richie Poole. You see, if I didn't go to live chat, I would have missed that message completely. Drucifer says, my name is not Slick. It's Zoidberg, John effin' Zoidberg. Why not Zoidberg? Why not Zoidberg? I remember when the Pope resigned and they were looking for the new Pope, one of the big memes that came out was Zoidberg with his, I don't know, kind of dressed like Jesus, and just why not Zoidberg? Yeah, it was, why not? Why not? Looking for a new Pope, why not Zoidberg? The Space Pope. You see, there's so much great stuff from Futurama. It is truly, truly one of the masterpieces of the 21st century. It was right at the beginning. It started right at the beginning, right? It was very early on. It started, in fact, I mean, I don't know if it even technically started in 1999 or 2000, but it was right there at the beginning. Trey Hanks says, Berto Praise 5 goal is to pass PewDiePie. If I got to 10% of PewDiePie, I would already be beyond any goal I ever had. John Araki says, Captain Cat is in a drug-induced coma and can't make it to streams anymore. Well, as someone who was in a drug-induced coma, I hope he's having a better time than I did. Although, to be honest, when I was in the coma, I wasn't really having a bad time. I thought I was in Hawaii and that all my financial problems were over and my family was around me. That was what I thought was going on. Of course, for everyone else actually around me, it was a terrible, awful time. Hopefully, it's not like that for Captain Cat. Josh Reed says, if we put Bird and Anti-Tracker into Futurama, Bird would most likely be the Don Bot and Anti-Tracker would be Zoidberg. Poor Anti-Tracker / Zoidberg, always looking for a sandwich. Anti would be Scruffy. Oh yeah, no, Scruffy is much better. I'm Scruffy, the janitor. So always Scruffy. You always forget about Scruffy. Drucifer says, I've watched Futurama so much, almost as much as King of the Hill. I like Futurama, I'm going to say a lot more, but more than King of the Hill. I like King of the Hill too, don't get me wrong. But Futurama, certainly my favorite animated show of all time. Blowing away. I mean, don't get me wrong, for the first 20 seasons, I really liked The Simpsons. But even then, I knew, pound for pound, Futurama was a much better show. There was no question. Sharon Moore says, if we hit the bullseye, the rest of the dominoes will fall like a house of cards. Checkmate. Trey says he subscribed to John, I assume Araki. Josh Street says, we have Zap Brannigan's Big Book of War, and we will get to the Bird's Big Book of dropping rocks on cities. Zap Brannigan is, to me, the Troy McClure of Futurama. And luckily, he wasn't, killed by his wife and the character retired, because Troy McClure made, good Simpsons episodes fantastic. And same with Zap Brannigan. Some really good stuff. Really great stuff we have. Now, I don't think... I don't remember. Honestly, I haven't watched this episode, and I have no idea how long, but I don't believe Zap Brannigan is actually in this episode. Zap Brannigan. Or is it Zap? One of them. He's not in it. Richie Poole says, Bird, it sounds like you were hooked up to the Matrix when you were in that coma. Lol. I don't know what it was, but I was happy. Look what is on TV now that I got home. Oh, apparently Anti-Tracker is watching me on his television. Very, very cool. Are you in the chat, Anti-Tracker? I don't think he is. Now I can't respond to him. Okay. I will respond the old-fashioned way. How quaint keyboard. Let's see. Make sure that this doesn't show his phone number. There he goes. He sent me a picture of myself. There's Anti-Tracker. There you go. So, Anti-Tracker, as I was telling people, I'm starting with Bender Gets Made. I figured it was a good average episode of Futurama. And for those who want to follow along, queue it on up in your Hulu or apparently Netflix or however you have it. And we're going to get ready to watch it in just a couple of minutes. Drucifer, it is season 2, episode 17, Bender Gets Made. Bender Gets Made. John Meyer says, Bird, that ain't right. That bird ain't right. Drucifer says, same on The Simpsons. About season 20, it went downhill. John Meyer says, follow me to the aquarium. Drucifer asked what episode, which I answered. Schronmore says, I forgot how rude of me. Greetings, Bird O'Prey, Mom O'Prey 5, Sassy, Chaser of Cats, Eater of Cookies, the Fire of Cushions, and Scourge of the Squirrels. Thank you, Schronmore, and welcome. And thank you, Trey Hanks, for answering that question as to which episode. And Mom O'Prey is waving and saying hi. Josh Street says, Bird, do you have any of Zap Brannigan's best champagne? I do not. John Araki says, in his coma, Bird was visited by an angel that foretold him the end of the world. Yes, by meteors, by numerous and repeated meteor strikes. And Anti-Tracker is here. He says, hey, I hate chatting on my phone. Welcome, Anti-Tracker, and everybody remember to wish Joshua a happy birthday today. Even if he won't hear it, just, it's the thought that counts. John Meyer says, I wonder if Anti-Tracker is doing overtime, making up his sick loss. He said he was going to be out today with Joshua all day. And Mrs. Anti-Tracker. Richie Poole saying hi. Everybody saying hello to Anti-Tracker. Yes, we hope he's doing much better. Anti-Tracker says hi. Zoidberg. Anti-Tracker, would you want to be Zoidberg or Scruffy? Those are your choices. Richie Poole says, Bender gets laid. What? No, that was a different episode. Oh, you said made. Yes. Not Ryan Johnson says, hello and Qapla. Hello and Qapla, not Ryan Johnson. Hope everyone is having a great day. Thank you so much, not Ryan Johnson. Trey Hanks has subscribed to you all, us all. Thank you, Trey. John Araki says Sassy is quiet. She must have hunted recently. Last night, and I'm going to do a video showing you this at some point. It's a video I want to do. I have a great idea for this video, but we have this device that displays the stars on the ceiling. It is beautiful. It is a beautiful thing, and Sassy was scared of it the first time we put it on. So this time we put it on during the day instead of at night, and Sassy kind of got used to it. And I swear Sassy was looking up at these stars for an hour or two yesterday. It fascinated her. Once she got over being scared of it, she was looking up at the ceiling, and you could see her eyes following these big, bright, beautiful stars on the ceiling. It was amazing. So I'm going to put that on tonight. I'm going to try to get some footage of Sassy enjoying the stars, but if nothing else, of the stars, because let me tell you, if you're a nerd, this is not all that expensive. This is the thing to have, and it really makes any room into almost a planetarium. Not with actual star formations, but with still very, very cool looking star patterns. Trey Hanks, 'cause I'm moving in with my girlfriend in 3 years. What? 3 years? Well, Trey, good luck. Good luck with that. 3 years is a long way to plan that out, but I hope so. Anti-Tracker says, so your ticket says you were watching Black Mirror. Son of a bitch. Son of a bitch. Yeah, it does, doesn't it? I had looked at that, and I forgot to change it. Thank you, Anti-Tracker. Thank you. We will fix that right now. Playing now. Yep, gotta fix that. Futurama. Season 2. Episode 17. Bender gets made. And of course, that still won't be true come later in the show after I watch it, and this transitions to more to a bed life stream. But for now, there we go. Futurama, Season 2, Episode 17. John Meyer says Sassy is sedated by her latest kill. Richie Poole says happy birthday to Anti-Tracker Jr. Anti-Tracker says scruffy, and Mrs. Anti-Tracker would be my dear mop bucket. Wow. Wow. Trey Hanks is lolling. Josh Street is lolling. Trey says, Josh Street says we need a, John Meyer says we need a 24-hour Sassy cam. Mom and I have talked about 24-hour Sassy cam, John. It's not likely to happen. That would, a lot of Sassy involves looking at me and Mama Pray, and yeah, probably not the best. That I don't think Mama Pray wants to be on camera at all, and I certainly don't want to be on camera 24/7. So we'll see. And Trey Hanks has subscribed to his girlfriend's channel. Well, have her come here and ask nicely, and we will probably subscribe. We would probably subscribe. Josh Street says Anti-Tracker and Mrs. Anti-Tracker be my Wow, Josh Street. Anti-Trekker would miss his Anti-Trekker be Mop Bucket in Amy's body. John Araki says we got a GoPro for Sassy for best of video. Shrowmore says happy birthday, Joshua. John Meyer. Sassy was planning her galactic conquest. Not Ryan Johnson says happiest of happy birthdays to Joshua. Richie Poole says does it come with narration from Raj from the Big Bang Theory? No. You can record Raj if you want your own narration. John Araki says Anti-Trekker has a new bent outlook on life. Anti-Trekker says I understand why he did not update the ticker. He just discovered how much he enjoys watching. Oh, Jesus Christ. Actually, Anti-Trekker, here, look. Frickin' Star Trek with the rainbow. Okay? Frickin' Pride Week. Month, whatever the... Pride whatever. But actually, no. It says Pride in Star Trek. Okay? And rainbows are for everybody. Hashtag rainbows are for everybody. That's what I'm talking about. Okay? If that's hate speech, then they're gonna have to shut me down. Trey Hank says it's Jessica Cortez. I'll put in a link to the channel, I guess. Trey, I'll approve it, or one of the mods will approve it. Richie Poole says you couldn't edit the footage of the Sassy Poop Cam. Yeah, but then I would be editing video 24/7. John Araki says we need to let Bird set it in chat so he'll start the review. Yes. Stardate Pride Month, says John Meyer. Captain's Log. Stardate Pride Month. I just had a very unusual encounter with Mr. Sewell. Bird can taste the rainbow. Rainbows are not for the colorblind, says John Araki. Drucifer, they'll shut you down for burgle, arson, larceny. Burgle, arson, larceny. Wow. Okay, guys, I'm going to start this episode. I don't know what I'm going to do. Oh my, says John Meyer, yes. Like I said, I'm going to start this episode. I'll be watching it. You guys will be watching a frame or two every couple of seconds. Every few seconds. And I'll talk about it. I hope you guys have seen it already. I mean, yeah, there's going to be spoilers if you haven't seen it, but I specifically am choosing an average episode. This is not one of the must-see episodes. So if you haven't seen it, then I just hope it convinces you to get to watch Futurama. But it's certainly not an episode that, it's going to ruin your life if you, get some spoilers from it. So here we go. Okay, wait. Drucifer says that's Bender's crime he invented. And John Araki says you better not let Mr. Miles get the footage to that captain's log. Yeah, no, that'll be a weird one. Okay, here we go. Get yourselves ready, Hulu ready, whatever you got. Make sure the volume is off. Yes, it is. We're going to do in Futurama, Bender Gets Made, Season 2, Episode 7, and 4, 3, 2, 1, begin. Good news, everybody! We've started the show. And it's Futurama time. The ship is flying around, eating bachelor chow. The people mover. We've got the alien language on the signs, mom's robots, and of course the ship is about to crash into that. Oh, I could make that my view screen. I was wondering what view screen to use. TV. VIP entrance and the P entrance. So Bender saying that they're going to see his favorite chef, TV's Elzar. And we're saying, now he's here. The author of Cooking Dinner for Slugs and Cooking Slugs for Dinner, Elzar. And he comes in on a jetpack. And he's shaking hands. Of course, Elzar's got 4 sets of hands. And there's a centipede with a bunch of characters. And Bender had a sketch he drew of Elzar. And he asked Elzar to sign it. And Elzar stamped it. I'll sign this for $50. And Bender's hugging him. And Elzar said, this is why I prefer those non-stick robots. So Bender's going crazy. He's happy. It's a live studio audience. Elzar wants to know if you like Cajun food. In a boil. I love it. He's got 4 hands. Bender keeps yelling in about every little thing he says. You gotta knock it up a notch with a blast from your Spice Weasel. Bender's making him give it another notch with the Spice Weasel. And Bender's taking a picture. And Elzar flinches from the flash of the camera. And the Spice Weasel goes right into Leela's eye. And now she's on the way to the hospital. And it's a joke. There was a woman... And there was a dog that looked like an alien that looked like the dog from the old Taco Bell commercials. And the woman asked, how's my cyst? And he said, grande, at Taco Bell. So now we've got a doctor, an actual doctor, looking at Leela's eye and said that she has some mild, I don't know, retinal deterioration. And an actual doctor and Zoidberg are fighting it out as to what might be the problem. The doctor gave Zoidberg some pills. And the doctor says the doctor says Leela's got to wear an eye patch for a week. And Leela wants a second opinion from Dr. Zoidberg, but he's all drugged up. He can't do anything. Amy is yelling at Leela, thinking she's deaf. But she's not deaf, she's blind. Elzar came in. Bender wishes he could wet his pants because Elzar's there. Elzar's saying he's gonna whip up Leela a dinner she'll never forget. And Bender is having problems because he's coming down. Oh, what happened? Why did this... Wait, I gotta pause this. Oh, no. Why didn't anybody tell me that the video froze? The video froze. I must have hit it by accident. Okay, let's wait till it gets caught up. Where are they? 450. 450. Okay. So, here we go. Bender's eating. Okay, wait. Let me sync this up. Bender was eating robot food. He was eating a sterno. Fry said he's not interested. Bender put some burning sterno into Fry's mouth anyway. And there we go. There we go. And Bender insists he have some. And there we go. Fry's screaming in pain. And then he likes it. He enjoyed it. And now Leela is eating a salad. She thinks it's a salad, but she's actually eating the floral arrangement. So they've all had a very big dinner. They're all very satisfied. Bender is burping. The professor is saying that the steamed carrot was a bit spicy. Elzar came. Elzar said that he enjoyed cooking for them. And Elzar's giving them a bill. And they were all saying, "What, you're charging us?" It's $1,200 he's charging them. They said they don't have this kind of money. Especially not Zoidberg. Elzar says, "I know how to take care of this," and they're all being arrested. These police bots, I love it. Fry was picking his nose, and the cops are beating on him. You'll dine and dash, you say. It's punks like you who stopped it from going regional. And the cops are saying now it's payback time. And Bender saying, "I've got the perfect solution." Bender loves cooking. So Bender says, "Let's work at the restaurant to pay off her debt." Everybody's all making lies about Bender. How great Bender is. And cops tell Bender he better keep his nose clean. Bender says that'll be easy. He never wears it. So it's their 10 a.m. meeting, and Leela got there late, and Nibbler was her seeing eye. Nibbler, and she just sat on Zoidberg's lap. Leela completely screwed up her makeup. The professor says Leela looks beautiful, but incidentally his favorite artist is Picasso. And now the professor's going to build something to fill in for Bender. Bender said he was done. It's the Donbot. Bender was cleaning out the grease traps. And Bender asked, "Who was that?" And Elzar said, "Let's just say they're very good customers. And I'm not answering any more questions." It's Clamps! It's Clamps! I love it. Clamps. So the robots say they want this other table, and Bender throws out another family because that's the table the Donbot wants. And Clamps is saying he's going to give this guy a pair of cement shoes, which he likes because it's lighter than his lead ones. Now the Donbot's asking for his change. He says he gave him 100. Bender said, no, he gave me a 50. And Clamps say, are you trying to steal from the Donbot? And Bender's like, I'm trying. He's not making it easy. And Donbot starts hysterical laughing. Anyway, the Donbot gave Bender a 50 as a tip, and Bender says he gave me a 20, and the Donbot said, "Oh really?" And he broke out his wallet again, and then he said, "Hey, Bender did it again." He laughed more. So now Bender's a member of the crew, basically. Bender's got to take this disc over to the pool hall and give it to Sammy the Mechanical Bull Gravano. They're in Little Bitterly Street Fair. I think, is this where we see the Timmy O'Toole bot? It is! It is. I don't know if we've seen him before, this part. This poor robot is made with a crutch for an arm. He's only programmed to sell oil aid and write in cute backwards letters. And there's the cops. And they just recognized Bender. And they're headed over to Bender. Bender's whistling as he walks. And they said, "Gotcha. What's the problem, officer?" And the officer says, "We'll decide what you were doing after an illegal search." And Bender turned up clean. And that he smells nice, too. And the kid delivered the disc for Bender. The Donbot is saying... The Donbot is saying that Bender can join the club. Do they want to meet at his social club tomorrow? And Bender says, "I'd rather plan some felonies." The Donbot says, "Oh, then we should meet at our crime headquarters." And now there's a robot begging for mercy. He can't make the payments. And he asks for mercy, and the Donbot says, "File not found." And the other two guys open up fire on the robot, shoot him 1,000 times, and the robot gets up, and the Donbot says, "Let that be a warning to you." And the other robot, the other robot says, "Oh, thank you," and walks off. So now they're giving Bender a nickname. And they said Clamps, and then Clamps got upset. Clamp this, clamp that, a lot of death killing. His name's going to be Blotto. Bender's in. The Donbot says we're going to be committing crimes which may be against the law. I suggest you have an alibi. So Fry is at Bender's quarters, where he hooked up an old-fashioned tape machine, a la Ferris Bueller's Day Off, and Leela is taking off the ship with her blindfold on, saying a real pilot can navigate by feel alone. And she went through the ceiling, and Zoidberg was told that that's coming out of his pay. He's crying. So Bender's serving oil to the Donbot, and they're stealing some Zubin cigars. Bender says they're the finest cigars in the galaxy, and there's the ship they're going to take over, and it's a Planet Express ship, of course. Okay, so Bender is not so happy, and the Donbot saying, here's the deal. We're gonna go over there. We're gonna clamp some people. We're gonna get the cigars. We go home, and Bender's like, well, as long as we're not gonna kill anybody. And I said, of course we're gonna kill people. Of course we're gonna kill people. So they get over to the ship, to Planet Express ship. Fry is looking out the window and tells Leela that too bad she can't see. There's a ship out there shooting at something. And then, of course, they start shooting at the Planet Express ship. Leela's taking action, but she's holding a steering wheel. It looks like I don't know what the hell, like a toilet bowl wheel or something. A toilet bowl wheel? A toilet seat. Oh, it's Nibbler's dish. It's Nibbler's dish she's spinning. So Fry hooks up some type of rope system. He mans the gun and flying the ship at the same time. Now Bender is pretending to shoot at the ship. He's making his own sound effects. Now Leela is first realizing that she's not on the steering wheel. She's on Nibbler's dish. And Leela is saying she's at the wheel now. Everything's going to be good. And Fry is like, the one time I forgot to buy flight insurance. So now now they're saying that the ship is coming close, and the other robot tells Clamps maybe he should use his clamps, and Clamps is like, really, you think I should use my clamps? And there's a fuel line on the Planet Express ship that says do not clamp. And of course, Clamps clamped it. And Leela is saying the engine's stalled. I'm trying the manual fuel pump, and she's pulling on Nibbler's third eye. Anyway, the robot mafia came on board, and they're saying blindfold them. And Leela's already blindfolded. Leela just drop kicked Fry in the face. Okay, now Blotto just Bender just changed his voice modulation to King, and now he's talking like he's British. And Donbot says, oh, he's more classy than I thought. And Nibbler recognizes Bender and is trying to pull on Bender's leg. Bender accidentally pulls off Leela's Leela's blindfold with his antenna, but he puts it on. And then the robots are looking at the ship manifest and says that, hey, this ship has a robot on its manifest. So the Donbot says, find that robot and plug him. And then unplug him. And Fry still thinks real Bender is in that room. And he's like, poor Bender. So Bender, as Blotto, volunteers to go in and take care of this other robot. So he's making the noises as he smashes the device with a frying pan. And now Bender is carrying all of the loot, I guess, over to the other ship. The Zuvan cigars. And oh, so the big robot's name is Joey. I forgot. So Joey's going to burn down the ship. Donbot gave him some gasoline. And Bender put on a new accent and said he'll take care of the ship. And Donbot says, "Hey, I like your attitude and your new latest accent." And he said, "Keep it up, and I'll get you your own set of clamps." And Clamps is getting jealous. So now Bender just sat down next to them, as pretending like he's been there the whole time. He just this minute regained consciousness. So now Leela was ripping. Leela was trying to rip the rope off her side, off her arms, and it's time to take Leela's eye patch off. They're back at Planet Express. Leela crashed the ship into the side of the building, by the way, on their way back. Now it's time to take off her eye patch, and she's going to see something for the first time. And, Zoidberg says that it looks like Blotto, the gangster she saw when the patch fell off. And it's not. It's the professor. And she asked the professor where was he at 10 p.m. last night. The professor says, where am I now? And Bender sees the kid robot, and he's like, oh, they sent this kid here to kill me, so he kicks the kid. He kicks the kid, knocks his crutch off, and the kid says, oh, fine kick, sir, but I'm here to deliver your cut from the heist. And so Bender eats the money for some reason, and Fry, he goes back inside to everybody, and Fry says, hey, I just realized something with Leela blindfolded and you unconscious. I'm the only one who really knows what went on up there. Maybe someday I'll tell you. And Bender says, maybe someday I won't listen. End of episode. Like I said, this was an average Futurama episode. It wasn't the best. It was just average. And as an average Futurama episode, I still found it hilarious. Especially it's one I haven't seen in a while. I really hope if you have not seen Futurama, you check it out. It makes me smile. It makes me smile a lot. So let me get back to the comments. I know, I apologize. I don't think there was too many of them, but yeah, I was busy watching the show. So let's see, where are we? What's our situation? People saying happy birthday to Joshua. Pride Month. John Araki says Anti-Tracker's probably already turning it into a super chat reward. I think he's away. I don't think he's out. If he's on his phone, I don't think he can do anything super chat related right now. John Meyer says spoiler, Fry is his own Gramps. Well, yeah, but that's not a spoiler for this episode. And Trey Hanks again says Jessica Cortez. Okay. Josh Street says, when will Birdwatch Bender go to New Jersey in Robot Hell? We'll put it up there. I believe that's the last episode of the first season. The Multi-Gunman is here and he yells, Bird! Welcome, Multi-Gunman. And Trey Hanks puts up the link to his girlfriend's channel, Jessica Cortez. 2 subscribers and absolutely no videos. Trey, I don't mind subscribing. I really don't. But if somebody's gonna want subscribers, they're gonna need to put out some videos. That's the way it generally works. Drusa versus John Meyer. Now you're really screwed, Granny. Oh, jeez. Multi-Gunman says, Bird of Prey. Hi, Bird. How's it going? It's going good, Multi-Gunman. I hope you're still here. I realized I was in the middle of the episode, I think, when you got in. Richie Poole says, why are there so many songs about rainbows? What's on the other side? Asks Kermit the Frog. John Meyer says, bam, Spice Weasel. Spice Weasel, says Drucifer. Yep. John Meyer says, I prefer a Spice Ferret. Really? No, John Araki, not a Spice Sassy. The Multi-Gunman says, how many seasons were there in Futurama? That is a good question. Let's see if I have a quick answer. I see it as 7 seasons, with season 5 being several movies that were then broken up into episodes. But I don't think everybody agrees on the number of seasons or even what episodes are from what season. Because there was a lot of mix and match as to when they played and whatnot. Multi-Gunman says, okay, thanks. Oh, Drucifer said 10. Well, like I said, I'm seeing 7 unless I'm behind. It's possible. Josh Street says, poor Amy, not too bright, but we can forgive her since she's rich. Amy's actually is a pretty smart character. I mean, she goes to the university. She's an intern, right? She's an intern for the professor. She gets her PhD or something by the end of the show. She's pretty smart. I mean, compared to Zoidberg and Fry, I'd say she's certainly more book smart than Leela. Maybe not street smart, but she's certainly more book smart. She may be second to the professor in terms of intelligence. Well, and Bender. Multi-Gunman says it's a Turdistan plot? Josh Street says it was agents from Turdistan trying to end the stream. Did something happen to the stream? John Meyer says, who was that mass mutant? This is the Lone Ranger. Richie Poole says, what the hell? Netflix only has the first 6 seasons of episode 2 available. Wow, that sucks. That's what, okay, well, I guess they have a limited run on Netflix. I didn't realize that. I was watching off Hulu. The Multi-Gunman says, yes, it weirds. I think my Netflix starts at season 4 or 5 of Futurama. I don't know what that's all about. Well, you see, it's like the first few seasons of Futurama aired on Fox. Then it was canceled. Then it went back to Fox. Then it went to Comedy Central after being canceled again. So it's had different rights holders probably. John Meyer says it's like a narrated Viewmaster. I hope the narration was decent. Excuse me. Multi-Gunman says in Kuroga, you're not allowed to watch TV shows. You can only have TV shows narrated by the dictator of Kuroga. Dr. Alex says, hi, Bird of Prey. Welcome, Dr. Alex. I hope you're still here. John Street says, Bird, the Timmy bot was in the first season with the Santa bot. You're right. You are right. I like that character too. I like that character too. Trivia says Qapla, Bird of Prey, and everybody Qapla trivia. Multi-Gunman says I'm still here, Bird. Very cool. Mr. Londell's groovy movie says Qapla, Qapla. Trey Hanks again says I subscribe to you all. So now you guys subscribe to me. And Mr. Londell's groovy movie says Futurama went to Cartoon Network at one point as well. I don't think they were doing new episodes on Cartoon Network. I could be wrong. But it might have been there in reruns. But I honestly pretty sure that it ended on Comedy Central. That was the last new episode. And Trey Hanks says Qapla, Qapla, Trey. Qapla, indeed. Okay, so let's transition to... you're welcome, Trey. Let's transition to a more typical bed life stream at this point. We will come up here with the... there we go. There we go. We got the fish tank. We're in a little further away from the view screen. Okay, so latest news. They did 3 new seasons on Cartoon Network? Is that why I'm at 7 and there's 10? When did they do these seasons? This is amazing news to me. I don't understand. Did the series not end where they froze time? Did they come back from that? If that happened, then I'm in shock and awe. I'll have to look that up after this. I'm tempted to just go try to find it right now, but okay. I'm a professional. I will wait. Well, I guess last seasons were aired on comedy. Okay, I'm going to Wikipedia. Let's get our answers. Let's get our answers together. And of course, the web browser doesn't want to show. Where do we go? V Bulletin. Yeti. There we go. Okay. Futurama episode list. Wikipedia. List of Futurama episodes. Okay, so you see, yeah, Wikipedia has 7 seasons. The last one being Meanwhile, and the series finale, Wonder 40 episode, set in retrofuturistic, due to the recent uncertainty, production status of Futurama. Meanwhile is the 4th episode written to serve as an ending to the series. All of which were written by... The crew delivers a package to Luna Park, and Fry and Leela both mentioned this is where they went on their first delivery. In the park, they go on a ride called the Mecha Hexadopolis. Bender vomits out nuts. Two new inventions. A button that causes the entire universe to jump backwards 10 seconds in time. Very cool. Okay, yes, that was the final episode. So that was definitely the last episode I watched. So I'm definitely caught up. Unfortunately, there's no 3 secret seasons of Futurama that I know of. Yeah, there were not 15 seasons, Trey. Don't get my hopes up. There were not 15 seasons. There were 7 seasons, and it ended in that episode where they froze time, and then they left it open to the possibility of bringing the series back, which was great, but of course hasn't happened yet. Josh Reed says it's 7 seasons, Bird, but Cartoon Network adds seasons new season when they picked it up after it's first canceled. Okay. I forgot Cartoon Network then picked it up. I thought it went from Fox to Comedy Central. Richie Poole says they wouldn't be secret seasons if you knew about them. Well, that's true. That's true. Trey, you searched it and you found 13 seasons? Well, Wikipedia has 7. Let's see this. How many seasons of Futurama are there? Well, Google says 7. And Wikipedia says 7. So I'm not sure where you're getting 13 or 15. Oh, US. Here we go. Why is there 10 episodes of Futurama listed when there's only 7? No, we don't want notifications. When there's only 7 seasons actually made. IMDb and a ton of other sites show 7 as the last season. So why are there 3 additional seasons on Netflix? Very interesting. Production versus broadcast seasons. Season 10 was the 7th production season, the 9th and 10th broadcast season of Futurama. The original order of 26 episodes was split. That's right. First 13 episodes aired as the 9th season. The remaining 13 aired in 2013 as another run. Comedy Central had officially labeled this as Season 7B, while Season 9 was called Season 7A. The first episode aired June 19, 2013 on Comedy Central. Okay, so yeah, one of the seasons was 4 feature-length films. That was Season 5. Yeah, okay. Alexa, how many seasons of Futurama were there?
There were 7 seasons of Futurama, running from March 28, 1999 through August 8, 2012.
So Alexa says 7 as well. I'm going to go with 7. That seems...
I'm not sure.
Cancel. I'm okay saying 7. So Netflix, it's good to know Netflix is going to get confusing. But Hulu, I believe, maybe Hulu shows 7. We'll see. Honestly, I didn't get past it. But here are some other things I wanted to bring up. I got an email today from CBS All Access, which I had canceled. CBS All Access wants me back, and they are desperate. Why are they advertising to keep the streaming going with Star Trek Discovery? Why are they using Captain Lorca? CBS All Access, do you not know who the star of your own show is? Captain Lorca was a 1-season thing. He's gone. Well, if you're going to use a 1 season, use Pike or Spock. Why not Michael Burnham, CBS? Are you saying that Michael Burnham isn't going to get you viewers? That you have to use Captain Lorca in your spam emails to get anybody to resubscribe? That seems like a tremendous insult to the star of your show, CBS. Yeah. Really weird, huh? All of a sudden, Lorca comes back. After a year plus, Lorca hasn't been on a new episode in well over a year. And they're putting his face as the face of Star Trek Discovery. How badly could Michael Burnham's face have polled in research that they decided let's put Lorca back up? What? Let me tell you, if there was any reason that you thought Discovery was doing well, sending emails to people trying to get them back using Lorca instead of Burnham kind of proves Michael Burnham can't hold the show. She cannot carry the show. And probably Ensign Mount they probably got a bad relationship with him at this point. So I had Captain Lorca in my email box today. Really, really weird. Multi-Gunman says, so there's 19 seasons then. No, there are 7 seasons, or 10 if you use Netflix. Trey says it's confusing. It is indeed. Multi-Gunman says, yeah, I think you guys are right. There's 14.75 seasons. And Josh Street says, Lowell Bird got one of those too. I guess you got a CBS All Access email. Yes. Multi-Gunman says, are 21.435 seasons in metric. Mr. Lundell's Groovy Movies. All Access knows Mikey Spock kills any hope of there being a face of return advertising. Of being the face of return advertising. And Richie Poole says maybe the real Lorca will show up in season 3. Yes, maybe he coincidentally got sent 950 years into the future. It's possible. I wouldn't be surprised if that was their storytelling. I wouldn't be surprised. So, here was something I wanted to play for you guys. This is actually a video, and I'm gonna put the audio on so you guys can hear it. I hope it's loud enough. Do you guys hear an echo right now? Echo test. Somebody report back if there's an echo, please. Josh Street says, Bird, I haven't had CBS Access since I did the 7-day free 7-day on day 1 of STD. And you haven't unsubscribed from their mailing list or reported it as spam? No echo. Cool. Thank you guys so much. Mr. Lundell, Richie Poole. Okay, so here's the deal. This was a funny video I saw on my computer, and I just figured I was going to show it to you guys. Now, this was years ago, okay? I'd been sick maybe 5 or 6 years ago, so I was still in the hospital bed. And it was a day my sister was either still living here, or more likely she had come over for a visit. And Mom O'Prey had seen a red light on the side door. And she's already laughing because she knows what it is now. Mom O'Prey was going crazy. Not going crazy, but concerned. There was a bright red light on the side door. Now, I couldn't see the side door from the bed. But my sister was there. She was trying to figure it out. There was 5 minutes of them looking around the house trying to figure this out before I turned on the camera. So this is the last 43 seconds. But just imagine that for 5, maybe 8 minutes, they're going around trying to figure out what the hell is going on.
Now it's back on the wall.
Nana, tape this. Here.
Joe, give me a second.
It's on video.
Okay, it's definitely... Is this it? Is this the fucking laser level? Mom! What? The laser level behind you! Oh my god!
Damn it. Why is there a laser level out?
And on! Oh! 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 Problem solved. I shut it off.
I hope that came through in the audio. It was Sister O'Prey at the end saying, "Problem solved. I shut it off." Anyway, I don't know. That probably didn't come through as fun, but it was hilarious. It was hilarious if you were there. Josh Reed says, "I have, but I keep getting it." So CBS All Access is still spamming you. Terrific. Josh Reed says, "Bird played a prank on his sister." No, I didn't. Mom must have left it on the counter and it on, and then noticed this laser pointed at the door, which is like at the top of the basement steps. So it didn't even realize that it was coming from where it was coming from. Really weird. Really weird. What do we got here? BirdOprey5.com with its latest updates. You get the most recent video at the top. This video will be up there about an hour or two after it's over and YouTube processes it. The most recent video. This is where you come to subscribe or link to my YouTube channel, Mom O'Prey 5's YouTube channel, and the brand new Bird O'Prey 5X channel, which could use... you know what? I should subscribe. I should subscribe to Bird O'Prey 5X. And there you go. In fact, we've got the avatar is finally working. It is the Bird O'Prey 5 avatar with the X going through it. So yeah. For my Discord, if you want to join my Discord, a link to my off-topic forum, me on Twitter, Gab, Facebook, BitChute, and mine. Speaking of BitChute, BitChute will begin copying over my YouTube videos. It's going to take time, but in the not too distant future, new videos I put up will start showing up on BitChute automatically, which is pretty cool. Just in case something ever happens to YouTube, we won't have a total loss. Videos, V-Bulletin mods by me that you don't have to worry about. Subscribestar if you're interested in, and I still have to set up different levels on here. But yeah, this is basically my version of Patreon. I'm using Subscribestar, Bird O'Prey 5 on Steam. If you want to send a friend request or see the things I've done for various different games, you can get that here, like my save games for City Skylines, the Republic of Karoga on Nation States, and affiliate links, which you guys can help me out if you ever shop on Amazon.com, Amazon Canada, Amazon UK, or Lego, the Lego website anywhere in the world. If you come to Bird O'Prey 5 and then follow any of these links and you use my affiliate link, I would get a percentage of, it doesn't increase the cost of anything, but I'd get a percentage of anything you purchase, and that could really help me and help the channel. So I'm just leaving these here, and I just hope if anybody especially if you're going to make a big purchase and you know ahead of time, it'd be really nice to use the link. I'd be very much appreciative. And let me know, you know, that you're buying something. I can't see what you buy. I can't see who uses it. I only know if it gets used. I won't know who you are or what you buy unless you tell me. Yeah. So let's go check out nation states because it's been a while. And Richie Poole brought had nation states up before, and not Richie Poole. I'm sorry, Robert Knowles, Rambling Canuck. Rambling Canuck had nation states up, and reminded me I hadn't been playing it in a while. So we'll check out some issues on nation states. Richie Poole says X. No, it's not X-rated. It's just, it'll be a backup channel and a channel where I do untested things and just unknown things, like my experimental channel. The X stands for experimental. Josh Strait says the X is for Klingark porn. No. Richie Poole says, or Jeep porn. Bird loves those backs. Actually, Anti-Trekker sent me some Jeep porn today. A very nice picture of a Jeep in a... now maybe I can bring that up. A very nice picture of a Jeep in a parking lot he was passing. Yeah, look at this. Look at this. This is a sweet Jeep. Let me shut off the audio again because you don't need to keep hearing my computer sounds. So yeah, this is Anti-Trekker. Anti-Trekker got this. Look at that. Look at that beautiful, beautiful Jeep. Stone River Jeep Club. I got these orange accents here. Look at those tires. This is a well-kept, well-loved Jeep. You got your fog lights under here. You got your winch, or at least your push bar. I think there's a winch in there. I bet there's a full-size spare on the back. I can't say for sure, but these are pretty big wheels. You got a body lift in there. So yeah, it's nice. That's a serious Jeep. Serious Jeep. Mr. Lundell says, I do a lot of Amazon shopping. Gotta remember that. It would be very cool, Mr. Lundell, if you could. BirdoPrey5.com. And you know what you could do, if you're so inclined, if you right-click on the Amazon link on BirdoPrey5.com and copy the URL, what I do and what I tell family members to do is I paste it in my browser's bookmarks. So in my browser, when I go to Amazon.com, it's going to the affiliate link. Not my affiliate link, but a different affiliate link, because you're not supposed to buy through your own affiliate link. But basically, you know, you get an affiliate link, you can put it in your browser, and then you've always got it there. You don't even have to worry about going to somewhere else. So if anybody's interested in that, it'd be helpful. John Araki says Alexandria. No, that's not what the X stands for. Josh Street says Bird, the rogue nation of Bird of Prey, finally got to name its capital city not long ago. Very cool, Josh Street. Richie Poole says Bird's in love. Trivia says that's nice. And Josh Street says Bird is going to mute the mic soon. Not for that reason. Not for that reason. Okay, so let's go check out what's going on here in Karoga. We've got some interesting issues. Richie Poole says nice AOC reference, John. We got the Jaws of Dilemma. After a series of fatal attacks by T-Rex sharks on swimmers during prime vacation time, A debate has arisen over how to respond to the finned danger. Wow, the T-Rex shark. That must be one crazy shark. The debate. Quote, "My sister was seriously hurt in one of the attacks," says Layla Henderson, waving a surfboard with a large chunk bitten out. Okay, while that isn't the worst possible outcome, these T-Rex sharks are here and very hungry. We need to properly protect the beaches from them. Guard boats, shark watchers, sonic deterrents. It might be expensive, but it's better than serving us up as a smorgasbord, right? Or, and hear me out on this, Layla, maybe you don't surf in the shark-infested water. Okay, stay closer to the shore. Number 2 says, oh, we can't have any of this, pleads local mayor Roger Vaughn, pulling at your sleeve for attention. If you so much as mention the S word, shark, we'll have a panic on our hands at peak holiday season and cancellations coming out of our ear holes. Yes, that's what I'm sure he said, ear holes. We're a summer town. We need the summer rounds. That's the money of Karoga. Tell them that it's a boat accident. It's a beautiful day and the beaches are open. So he wants me to lie. Talk about something else, anything to distract their attention. Remind them why that Karoga is the United Federation's #1 tourist destination. Number 3 says, it's not the T-Rex sharks that are the problem, declares Abraham von Bismarck, causing the mayor to whine. It's the people. The government should protect the sharks from the beachgoers and the industries that are stealing their food and habitat, forcing them to come closer to humans. The sharks were there first. Just put no swimming signs along the beach. Yeah, I don't think that's gonna work. Abraham von Bismarck. Number 4. These T-Rex sharks offer us an opportunity, says Deborah Cox, your Minister of Tourism, poring over plans for oceanfront tourism development. Think about it. How much are people willing to pay to see sharks up close? It surely attracts tons of new visitors to our beaches and aquariums. We could make a fortune from cage diving. Sure, some people might get chewed upon, but that's for the experience, you know? I do know, Deborah Cox. I liken your idea. I'm thinking number 4 is the way to go. But let's just read number 5 for the sake of completeness. Seems like you've got a shark problem on your hands, nonchalantly mutters Quant. Quant? A rugged fisherman and captain of the Okra, caressing a harpoon gun. Oh, I've been fishing these waters on the Karoga Bay since before I could walk. I served on the SS Kronos that sunk. I've seen their sharks up close. They've got lifeless eyes, black eyes, like a doll's eyes. I'll take care of ye shark problem, so long as I get paid handsomely. But I'll need a bigger boat. Oh, wow. Wow. Quant, I don't know if I want to pay for you to have a bigger boat, but I wouldn't mind if you took care of the shark problem. Although I'm liking this idea that we can make tourism. We can have shark tourism. That's what I'm thinking. So I'm going with number 4. Talking point: sharks are enjoying their deliveries of canned food. Excellent. Excellent. So Karogans have a new way to die. To be eaten by sharks. Follow the leader. A special edition. A special edition of the Kronos Chronicle. Let's see what's going on. The issue. A lowly bureaucrat rifling through some old paperwork has happened upon a rather alarming, disturbing fact. The documentation affirming yourself as Karoga's head of state was filled out improperly And now, at least for the moment, Kuroga has no official leader. Oh, that's not gonna work. The debate, 1 says there is no need for panic, says Alfred Papeltine. Papeltine? Isn't that a Star Wars villain? I've prepared a new document. All you need to do is a sign across the dotted line, and you will be our esteemed leader once again. Here I brought everything, even a pen. It sounds like a trap. It sounds like a trap. Sassy, the trap detection is going off. If I sign that, I'm gonna be taken out. John Street says Kuroga is not the #1 tourist destination, but it is the #1 destination for the mafia to dump bodies. And he lolls, and only Bird would do that. And Richie Poole yelling, sassy, yes, sassy. Hashtag stay sassy. Okay, so #2 comes in and says, gimme that. Interrupts my brother. I have a brother? Incorrigible as always. I've got an idea. Bear with me a moment. A few pen strokes here, a few clauses there, finished. Now you can set yourself up as the supreme evil overlord for life. If you don't have complete control, then what's the fun? That's what I say. I've taken the liberty of cutting down some of the more boring departments. We only really need the police and military, in my opinion. And oh, you get a free space hopper, too. Wow. Wow. No, Sassy has not removed me as leader. I'm about to sign in, making myself supreme evil overlord for life. #3 says, hold on, don't sign it. Have you ever heard the saying that 2 heads are better than 1? No, I'm not going to add more people. That's stupid. You're fired. #3 says, if one leader isn't oppressive enough, says Jonathan Kuljan, a little-known representative from one of Kuroga's more obscure counties. Suddenly we need even more. This is a great opportunity for Kuroga to lose elitist concept like leaders. My ma taught me that all men are equal, and even in modern country like this, for one person to be named Lord and King of everything, one person should not have that much power. No, we're not going to make equal responsibility among all Kuroga's politicians. That's stupid. And well, if we did that, even some crackpot Quango would have the same power as the Minister of Defense. Who is the Minister of Defense? That's insane. We're gonna do. I'm coming in as I don't have to be evil overlord, but supreme overlord for life. Yeah. #2. Accepted. Talking point. The leader has been self-declared as the most supreme, magnificent overlord of everything you ever saw. Reclassification. Kuroga's political freedoms fell from very good to some. Why would they fall? I haven't outlawed anything. Political. Oh, I've got a telegram. The National Department of Logistics. The National Department of Logistics would like to inform you that you may now edit the head of state on your settings page. The Armed Republic of Kuroga. Leaders. Bird O Prey 5. The Unforgettable. There we go. Okay. So we have a leader. That's me. What? White man's burden? That seems a bit racist. Albinos. Albinos born with the absence of pigment in their eyes, skin, or hair suffer a lot of medical problems as a result of their condition. Additionally, they can often face multiple forms of discrimination. Some even believe that their bodies possess extraordinary health benefits and magic powers. Following a brutal attack on an albinistic teenager which left him armless and disfigured, you have been urged to address this persecution. This is actually a real thing. There are parts of Africa where albinos are believed to have magic powers. They are hunted. That's actually pretty true. Multi-Gunman says, I will never share power. Trivia says, is that fired or made to go surfing? Multi-Gunman says, I will start a coup d'etat in Karoga. Why, Multi-Gunman? Mr. Londell says, just send your secret police to round up the troublemakers. Richie Poole says, absolute power corrupts absolutely. Bird is doomed. No, Richie, I'm the one person who can wield absolute power. I'm above that. John Araki says, Sassy's first to act to ban cats. Sassy's first act is to ban cats. Okay, so what's our deal with albinos? Decapitations, infanticides, kidnappings, amputations. It's beyond the pale, weeps Yasmin Reed, mother of the now hospitalized victim of the attack. These are the dangers that albinos face every day. This must end. It should be illegal for anyone to discriminate against albinos, and that includes the media. In fact, make it easier for an albino to live in Karoga. Give them free eye care, police protection, welfare support, a lifetime supply of sunscreen. What the hell do you think I'm running here? A country? Or a frickin', I don't know, daycare center? No, you don't get any of that stuff. Number 2 says this isn't a black and white issue. I get it. Pun. This skin-deep solutions won't tackle the root causes. A second pun. Declares Charles Xavier. That's a strong name. A divisive atheist. I don't like him. Ignorance and superstition are to blame for all this, so let's stamp them out. Raise awareness about what albinism is and isn't. That's good. Teach people that albinos are normal Karogans, just like you and me. I like that. We must erase the absurd and primitive thinking that drives these attacks. Hallelujah! Teach rationality. Teach science. I like it. Teach atheism. What? You had me. You had me until the end. Charles Xavier. Number 3. Albinos definitely possess magics beyond this realm. Bellows, the self-proclaimed witch of Kronos. A whole person is adorned with amulets made of albino body parts. Trust me, I'm also a doctor. The hair of an albino is the cure for many afflictions, including blindness, cancer, and brain freezes. Wow, if we could put an end to brain freezes. Just think what that would do for the ice cream industry. The tears of orphaned albino children will remedy a broken heart. Will they grow hair? Therefore, the government must support my endeavor to bring the gifts of the albino to all Karoga by setting up albino hunting guides, guilds, and farms. The nation can even benefit by sacrificing an albino every now and then for victory in war or a bountiful harvest. Wow. Wow. That's hard to pass up. What's number 5? Violet typing with her presence. What? The albino is divided to housing the holy. Pay tribute to our albino masters. Birdo Prey 5, the unforgettable, and lay your nation's riches at their feet. Hell no. We're going hunting. We're going hunting. People spend a lot on hair and nails. Really? That's all that happened from me legalizing albino hunts? Down with that. Let's see. The Karogan cruise ship ran aground last week in the treacherous waters off the southern coast. I don't think it was a Karogan cruise ship. The captain, Hercules Archer, had infamy bestowed upon him after it was found out that he abandoned ship before all the passengers on board basically made it off, defying centuries of maritime tradition. So basically this is like that ship that ran aground by Italy, off Italy, and the captain got out. The debate, number 1, 20 people drowned in that accident, and that scumbag decided, wow, his life is more important, rhetorically asked Maid Genero, one of the surviving passengers of the ship, still visibly shaken. Ship captain should always see to it that everyone on board gets off safely before they do. After all, they can't direct the rescue effort if they aren't on the actual ship. Well, technically they can. If they don't, we must punish these cowards to the fullest extent of the law. It's kinda harsh. Number 2 says, let's not be too hasty about signing blame here. Counters Captain Archer. Archer! Captain Archer, who is remarkably shorter and skinnier than you expected him to be. I'm just as traumatized as anyone else. I was actually helping coordinate the rescue operation, albeit from the safety of land. It's not my duty to add to the death toll, is it? Well, it is your duty to get everyone off the ship. Number 3 says, the captain is nothing but a lily-livered landlubber, scoffs Rear Admiral Merkel. When Karoga first took to the seas, the ship's captain was obliged to go down with the ship, even if they were within spitting distance of the shore. It was the honorable thing to do back then. We should return to our maritime traditions, and any captain that doesn't like it should be given a good old kneel hauling. I don't know what that is, but I assume it's not good. Yeah, I don't know. The captain should be the last one off the ship. I will agree with that. So actually, I guess we're going to have to go with number 1 here. They should be the last one off the ship. Captain must wait until all rafts are safe before jumping ship. Yes, that seems fair. You were the captain. It's your fault, more or less, what happens. And let's see, budget time. This is time for government to allocate spending for the coming year. Special interest groups want to have their say. The state of the education system is frightful. No, I don't care about education. Number 2 says we won't have a future unless we improve police numbers and rebuild the military. That sounds like what we need to do. Yeah, okay. No social welfare. I got a crazy idea, noted libertarian bird watcher. Francisco McBoatface. How about the government stops taking so much tax from the people? Give us a tax cut and we'll buy the things we need ourselves. Oh, I like that. Okay, I'm going with number 4. Concitizens are enjoying a recent large tax cut in taxes. Excellent. Karoga is stronger than ever. Economy is powerhouse. We're doing good. We are doing good. And I was reading through some of these telegrams. I deleted some. Some of these things, it's like I really can't tell where the game ends and like actual madness begins. Some people take this way too seriously. I don't know. Just saying. But it's still fun. I haven't been here in a while, until yesterday, but it was good to get reacquainted. And the last but not least on the list is Pixel Zone. I had to clean this up a little, and sure enough now somebody has put things back. I had cleaned this up just earlier this morning. I put the red back, and I don't know who is putting this stupid blue over here, but I've got to clear this up. So anyone who's bored, if you go to pixelzone.io, pixelzone.io, it is one big internet drawing board where you can draw. You can see what's going on here. It's much bigger than this. If you scroll around, it's just you can do one pixel at a time, and there's like a 3-second delay. So all of these great works, these have taken many man hours, if not days, if not weeks to do. But it's really fun. It's not really fun, but it's a nice time waster if you've got nothing else to do. Check out pixelzone.io. So yeah, that is about it. Richie Poole says officially there are no albinos in Karoga. Officially. Wow. Multigun Man says John Araki, to John Araki. Sassy will do them up National Socialist Party of Germany style. She'll put them in concentration camps and gas chambers. Oh boy. Richie Poole says, yes, let each citizen build his or her own roads. Well, actually, there are people who do that. Richie Poole says, Bird is prejudiced against the blue squares. Josh Street says, Bird, and he gives a link to nation states. And Daniel's Hot Topic says, Bird, did you see the DS9 episode? I've seen every DS9 episode. Where Kira said to Cisco, she said, I think I'm going to let my sideburns grow out. Okay, now, Daniels, I can't say that I remember seeing that particular episode. So Kira said she was going to let her sideburns grow out. No, I do not remember that episode, but I've seen every episode of Deep Space Nine many times, so either that didn't happen or I just purposely forgot about it. So this is the rogue nation of Bird of Prey 5, which is actually managed by Josh Street. Don't be fooled. If you're actually looking for Bird of Prey 5, my nation is Karoga. But the rogue nation of Bird of Prey 5 is also out there. So, there you go. Okay, guys. Well, I hope you enjoyed Futurama and a little bit about this bed life episode, if you will. Yeah, I didn't think the Futurama would be enough to call it a full episode. We'll see. I don't know if I'll make Futurama its own series. I don't know if you guys even like it. Let me know in the comments after the video's over what you think. If you liked it, if you didn't like it, if I should just do regular bed life. And, we'll figure it out. I planned on streaming tomorrow at some point. Not sure what time, but we'll see. We'll see what we do. Daniel's Hot Topic says, Bird, why do Trekkies mention Kirk or Picard, but they never mentioned Cisco. I always mention Cisco. If somebody asks me Kirk or Picard, I say Cisco. But Kirk and Picard were, the oldest. So, Kirk was obviously the original. Picard was like the second original. And if you're going to say Cisco, at that point, you might as well say Janeway and Archer as well, which is fine. It's a fine thing to do. But Reggie Poole says, Futurama, all 35 seasons are wonderful. Yeah, I agree. Okay, guys, Qapla, thank you so much for coming. Have a good rest of the weekend, and tomorrow morning, Anti-Tracker stream, if you're interested. He'll be going on, usually he goes on around 8 a.m. Between 8 and 9 a.m. Eastern, usually. So that's where you will probably see me next. Qapla. Mr. Lundell says there's a Prisoner Marathon on tomorrow on Comet TV. Very cool. For anyone who's a Prisoner fan. Take care.